All right, so today's bonus video, I'm just going to be giving you guys updates on my current books that I'm working on, updates on the channel, updates on my life, just updates. So stay tuned. Hi, I'm MK Williams. I'm an author and independent publisher. I love sharing my insights about all things self-publishing with you. Before I get into the details of today's topic, don't forget to hit subscribe. You'll be notified when I put out new videos every week about self-publishing, making a career to being an author, and now being a mompreneur. And that I probably should have changed a little bit because, well, you'll see in the updates. Now, if you personally don't care about my personal updates or channel updates, that's fine. You can watch my other videos. I usually release videos on Wednesdays. It's a Monday, it's a bonus. So if you're not interested, that's fine. That's cool. But check out the Wednesday video. Okay. So today I'm going to be giving you like more of a personal update and channel update. So for starters, my baby girl is 18 months old, which like, how did that happen? Like she is so sweet and we're really enjoying this season with her right now. I just can't believe how quickly she's grown up and is growing up. It's really sad, but sweet. Anyways, so I pretty much only get to work when she's napping. And my client work is finally almost done. Like just a few more books to launch that are on pre-order, which is really nice. Like, again, I love working with authors. I really enjoy the client work, but it was just one of those things where like I put a certain amount of stress on myself for when my books are launching, right? Like I want it to look well, like my name's on it. I want it to be perfect. Like the amount of pressure I put on myself for a client is tenfold that because it's somebody else's book. Like it's one thing if I mess up my launch, right? But like I will not let my client stuff get messed up because like, you know, it's their thing, but also like that's my reputation. So I put a lot of stress on myself. So I'm actually glad I'm phasing it out just because it was taking up more time than I had to give and stressing me out. And then I wasn't fully present with my baby girl because I'd just be stressing about it. So I'm glad I'm scaling it back. And yeah, that's good. So this month, the month of May, I did decide to revise and do a second edition of self-publishing for the first-time author, which is really great. It hasn't been updated since I published it in early 2020, and now it's available in all formats, including hardcover, which is super exciting. And so my plan is to do a review on book marketing for the first-time author and how to write your first novel as well. I don't think they'll need a second edition in terms of like the text changes that I would go through, but I do want to release like an omnibus bundle. And so to actually do a print version of that, I think they're all going to need to be reformatted anyways into the like larger trim size that also is available on hardcover. So that's on the 2022 roadmap. I'm kind of putting a pause on that. I wanted just to go through all of them at once. But I realized I was actually using that to procrastinate writing my fiction. And that like just day-to-day admin stuff and like all the things I know I should be doing for my existing books that I'm just delaying the like writing my new stuff because again my work time is shrinking as my daughter naps less and less each day. So I've decided I'm going to put a pause on that until I get one work in progress done, like one. And so like draft is done and off to my editors. Like that needs to happen before I can go back and touch the other books, which again like it's a balance. It's always a balance when we're doing stuff like this, but anyways, there's always more and more that I can be doing every day. But that like once my baby gets older, she'll eventually have shorter naps and eventually no nap. And that's going to be less and less time for me to work and write. And like, it's hard for me to justify the writing time when I'm like, but I have these 5 things on my to-do list for optimizing things or like, doing admin or marketing for the existing books. And those are always so much easier to dedicate the time to. Cause I'm like, well, I know this takes 5 minutes. This takes 10 minutes, like boop, boop, boop. I can get it done. Whereas the writing, I'm like, well, I might be able to knock out like 500 words like really quickly, or it might take me all day. Like, and so I just don't give myself the grace of doing that. And I need to. So yeah. So the fiction that I am working on, though, I'm really excited about. So I'm working on a vampire novella. I think it might end up being more of a short story than a novella. I'm working on a speculative fiction novella, and of course the Feminina book number 3 manuscript. Now, obviously, I think I can get the novellas done first because they're shorter. So my aim is to kind of get one done and then to the book marketing review, get the next novella done, how to write your first novel review. So that's my thought process there, but we'll kind of see how it goes. So for some of these short stories, I always have this like mindset. I actually have like a post-it note up on my wall. It says like swing for the fences every time. And so I'm really excited about these. novella / short stories. So I might actually try and submit them to a few magazines. But I'm optimistic, but realistic. So I think once I know that if they're accepted, then I'll obviously let you know and shout it from the rooftops. If they're not, then I'll probably just put those into like a new collection of short fiction. If they end up being long enough to be a full novella, then I'll release them as standalones like I did with Escaping Out of a Chase. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working on, and really dedicating time this summer to being like, hey, like I have this open road without client work, but she is still napping. Like I need to get the writing in, and go from there. So yeah, like it's always a give and take with this author life. It's like, yeah, like there's never enough time to do it all. And like I look back on the period of time I had between like when I left my full-time job in mid 2019 to when like my baby girl arrived in November 2020. And I look back now and I'm just like, I could have done so much more with all that time. Like I think I did a lot with that time. I did a lot of client work with that time, which was really good. I said yes to like every potential client project that came on board, which was good financially. But I really sold myself short on the ability to do my own creative writing. And now that my time is so limited, like I look back and I'm like, I should have been writing more. I always should have been writing more. Always. That's always the answer. So yeah, that's the writing update. As far as other projects, like I'm looking to sell off my existing inventory that I got. Like I offer like this autographed copies of my books through PayHip. And I think I want to continue to do that, but I have a huge inventory right now and it's not that huge. I mean, it takes up one shelf on my bookshelf. But to me that's huge because I'm kind of like a minimalist person. So I'm hoping I can sell those off this summer and maybe just start to offer like book plates moving forward. Like I'll still maybe have a couple copies extra just in case I ever had an opportunity for like an in-person event or things like that. But if somebody really wants like a true autographed copy. But I think I just want to stick with like book plates because that's takes up less room, easier to mail and such. So we'll see. So with all of those things going on, like focusing on my writing, focusing on some of these smaller projects, I'm going to be doing a summer slowdown on this channel. And that's kind of the big news for today. So I really love this channel. I love the community that's come up around it. Like I really love connecting with you all and answering your questions. So like I love this channel, but like I have a finite amount of time and I can optimize this channel and write more scripts and record and edit and like do all the little things, or I can write my books. And this is what I've been missing the most. Like that's the one piece that I feel like I need to feel like me. So I'm going to be posting videos every other week this summer. June through August. So that means all the videos I need to cover that time span have already been recorded. So I don't need to do anything more right now, which is nice. So I'm going to get to save a lot of time and ideally get these works in progresses done and out to you all, which is, part of the job. Now a few notes with that. Like I'm obviously still going to be doing my bonus video every month for the channel members. So that's still going to be the case, but instead of doing like 4 videos a month plus that bonus 5 videos a month, I'm just going to be doing 2 videos a month plus the bonus. So that's 3 videos a month. So that's saving me 2 videos a month. That's nicer. Makes it a lot easier for me. But yeah, channel members, you will still be getting all of your benefits. Everybody else, you'll just only be seeing me every other week. Now I do still have the goal of hitting 10,000 subscribers for this channel by the end of the year. And I am super ambitious, hence other your ambition. So if I see that the slowdown is hurting my growth, I do reserve the right to adjust and go back to my regular cadence of posting weekly. I also reserve the right to come on with an extra video to promote said works in progress if I can get them done and out, but I think that's probably overly optimistic. But my novellas are short, so we'll see. Maybe the first week of this, I'll just knock them both out and be like, oh, I just needed free time. Anyways, so those are the updates for today. I hope you all have a wonderful summer. And I think you'll appreciate the videos that I do have on deck for you. If there's any topics that you're not seeing covered that you'd like me to cover, please let me know. I have a series that I'm mapping out for the fall. That's going to be a deep dive on like nuances within genres. And I'm talking about the difference between like sci-fi and speculative, or like I'm writing a vampire novella and okay, well that's fantasy technically. And I've not written fantasy before, but like, is it like, do we have to split hairs on that. So going to be doing a whole thing about that and the different genres I write in and how I genre hop and things like that. So stay tuned. All right. Well, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoy the videos that come out. If you liked this update and want to see more like it, if you just want to give me encouragement to continue working and writing, please give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to hit subscribe, or you can hit that nice shiny new thanks button. And that lets YouTube know that you're getting value from this information and can get it in front of more authors like us. Now you can get back to writing your book.